Yesterday I put out a video, AMC Let's Moon, and I've done some more charting, and I stand by this even more than I did yesterday when I uploaded that video. This entire video is going to be about AMC, so all I'm going to ask you to do is watch until the end if you are an AMC shareholder. Now, just to preface, this is something that we are tracking with AMC. This is the run-up before January of 2021 when the buy button was taken away, ending in this blue cycle, and then of course getting that leg up when they took the buy button away. This would be ending in a blue cycle and then gapping higher when hopefully they don't take the buy button away, right? Touch point back here on this little trend line, and then a second touch point with a break over and then coming back in. AMC, very similar, touch point here, and then another touch point with a break over and then coming back in. And then what did you have after? You had two more touch points right here, and then this one where it kind of hugged the trend line. That's why we have the arrow right there. And then the last touch, which is where AMC is at right now, okay? How does this correlate to the last one? Right here, brushing this trend line once again, and then the last touch, which means next week we would have that catapult. Next week, we would have that catapult breaking out of this trend line, out of this channel. Now, for everybody looking at the screen right now, what does this chart look like? Does this look like AMC overlaid over AMC? You let me know in the comments down below. Lottery sucks. Ethereum Classic doesn't correlate with AMC. We've showed you proof a while back, a long time ago. This is Ethereum Classic overlaid over AMC. The charts are exactly the same. One of them tells you run up before the other one, but very, 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 very close together. This has been Ethereum Classic. First of all, we got this wick down, this catapult higher, and then this consolidation down, and now we are climbing again, which is a good thing to see. We want to see a break back over 26.75 for another gap higher, and this is the correlation. From AMC, we tracked with AMC's old cycle with Ethereum Classic old cycle. We got this wick down, this flash down, this gap higher, consolidation down, and then this is where we'd be trading at right now with Ethereum Classic. We look at Ethereum Classic, this is where we're trading at right now, which shows that over the weekend, maybe Sunday, right, tomorrow into Monday, we get that next rally higher. AMC gets that next rally higher. Both of these are looking extremely, extremely well, and as of right now, nothing is invalidating them. But wait, there's more. Overstock. I want to touch on ticker symbol OSTK because a while back we touched on the algorithmic cycle of Overstock, and I've drawn out something a little bit different. Take a look at the green, yellow, red, blue cycle that Overstock plays out. This is the bars pattern, copy and paste it over here, playing out very, very similarly, almost identical actually. Green, yellow, red, blue cycle. And if you take a look, this was the peak. Right here, you had this sort of climb, sell-off, and then last peak before flushing out. This little climb, peak, and then flush out. And then this yellow cycle, chop traded, right? Wicked up and down, very volatile, before making a new lower low, consolidating, and then getting this whipsaw patterning, okay? Whipsaw patterning, which is what you see right here. And then what happens? This is where it changes. This is where the blue cycle starts, and it's playing out inverse from the last one back in March of 2020. Okay, so what does this mean? Right now, looking at Overstock, this is the regular pattern that we would see with Overstock right now. Okay, so you would have seen a valley instead of a peak, and we're seeing a peak instead of a valley. With that being said, Lottery Stocks, if this plays out inverse, what would we see? Well, you could see a potential flush down to a low, and this thing getting very, very close to delisting around $4, which is where AMC is trading at right now. This is one thing that you could possibly see. However, just the beginning of the cycle, the blue part played out similarly, and then we got the peak instead of the valley. There's a couple other things that you could possibly see with this. You could see it just move higher off of this inverse play, or you could see the cycle play a filler cycle. And in my opinion, this is the most likely case scenario other than the bear case scenario. Coming up to about $34 to $36, all the way to $42.50 levels for Overstock. And if AMC, Ethereum Classic, and XRP do their thing, you could actually watch for this bull case scenario entering this blue cycle, and Overstock might have a lot more room to run from where it's at right now. Now, there's another one that I could overlay to a T, and it's XRP. XRP also tracks AMC. This is back when XRP and Ethereum Classic had a move. AMC had a move, okay? Yellow cycle, drop, flush down right here. You see the bottom wick, and then another bottom wick before consolidating and moving higher. XRP right here, bottom wick after the yellow cycle consolidation, right? Bottom wick, consolidating, looking for that move higher. Now this bottom wick right here, okay, taking a look at the bottom wick, from about February 23rd to the first gap up of April 5th was a couple months, okay? This doesn't have to play out exact, but this was January 3rd. We could scale higher for a couple months, February, March, and then when the Fed potentially cuts rates, that could line exactly up with the green cycle. Everything is playing out beautifully for AMC to get that leg up, get that squeeze, as well as GameStop. Of course, GameStop would move with them. Now, another thing set up completely perfect, and we're not touching on it, this just correlates. The SPY is at all-time highs. This is burning short sellers away, burning short positions away. Short sellers should not have shorted the market. They shouldn't have shorted anything except maybe Tesla. But beyond the point, bull cycle, bull cycle, bull cycle. You don't want to be a bear in a bull market. Same with crypto. Bitcoin is starting a bull cycle. It hasn't even begun yet. The halving is coming. The halving is ahead. When Bitcoin is starting a bull cycle, other cryptos are going to move well. XRP, Ethereum Classic. When those move, AMC is going to move well. When shorts are shorting the market and they're burning and the SPY is doing well, shorts are going to close out of positions. And we have seen plenty of tickers getting squoze over the past couple of weeks, and we played a couple of them, right? Now, a couple additions on top coming into the week. India's regulator wants stock trades to be settled instantly, racing far ahead of other major markets and pushing reforms meant to attract more investors. So we know on May 24th, I believe the date, we're switching to T+1, but India wants that instant. They don't want T+1 or whatever. Finally, nearly 33% of volume were failure to delivers on December 19th for AMC. If we come and take a look on December 19th, this was when we touched that trend line once again, right here. They really wanted to keep it down. And speaking of FTDs at the DTCC, January 25th, 2024, we saw 33.94 billion in treasury settlement failures at the DTCC. This brings the yearly treasury FTD total to $406 billion and the daily average at $23 billion. For the DTCC, in quote, settlement of a trade is the point at which the seller is required to deliver the securities upon in the trade, and the buyer has to deliver the funds to pay the securities. Lastly, JP Morgan, a little addition on top, estimated 2.762 billion of potential losses that could be experienced due to credit risk for the fourth quarter of 2023, also known as provision for credit losses. These bad credit losses, aka bad debt, which will likely be written off of 2.2 billion in the fourth quarter of 2023, were driven by card services and single name exposures and wholesale. In quotes, according to Investopedia, credit risk is the probability of a financial loss resulting from a borrower's failure to repay a loan. Essentially, credit risk refers to the risk that a lender may not receive the owed principal and interest, which results in an interruption of cash flow and increased costs for collections. The provision for credit losses, PCL, is an estimation of potential losses that a company might experience due to credit risk. The provision for credit losses is treated as an expense on the company's financial statements. They are expected losses from delinquent and bad debt or other credit that is likely to default or become unrecoverable. An NCO, or net charge-off, is the dollar amount representing the difference between the gross charge-offs and any subsequent recoveries of delinquent debt. Net charge-offs refer to the debt owed to a company that is unlikely to be recovered by that company. Banks are doing horrible as an addition on top, as well as the bank term funding program ending in March. There are just too many things lining up, with short sellers also additionally losing about $200 billion in 2023 when the SPY was down here around 460, right? It's absolutely absurd that we're sitting at 486 and they still have the ammo to hold these stocks down as of right now. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Join us on the journey to financial freedom by subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button on your way out. And also, guys, a quick break for the end of the video for the Moo Investing app. I wanted to put this in the end so that I could get you guys everything that I wanted to say. 15 free stocks, you valued up to $2,000 and 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash with no risk for 3 months, and then 5.1% for the rest of the time you have the platform. There's no reason not to do it. All you have to do is use my link in the top of the description and then sign up, open an account. Takes 2 minutes. And once you do that, you just deposit $1 and you will start earning free stocks. Also, guys, join the Discord. The link is right under the video. And if you are thinking about joining and are on the fence, press the link and watch the trailer. I post my trades as soon as I take them. We talk stocks with the most amazing people. Level up your trading journey. It's a coffee a month. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.